All right, kids, how are we doing today? So, we are kind of having a toss-up day. I was going to be doing a pig gutting video, more in-depth view on where to cut, what to cut, and how to make it nice and clean and easy. Surprising to me, the size of the pig that was brought in. So, I could have done a video. I just busted that pig out. We got that thing, dropped it in the cooler in under an hour, which was nice. Good thing to not worry about. And it kind of shifted my whole week. So today, now, we are on our way to pick up our piglets. Yay, yay, bacon seeds. So we are driving, it's about an hour and a half. It's not too far, to Kenyon Acres, which is a farm in Northfield. Laura is actually going to be coming on Meet the Critters in 2 weeks, so I'm excited to have her on. So we're going to go grab them. We've got a crate in the back of the truck. I know I am going to be meeting her dad there. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any filming on the farm. I can almost probably say I won't be, just because at this point I'm not going to be that person that's going to be like, I'm going to film at your farm, just because. We've got more than enough content that's going to be happening with me tossing it in our pen. You don't need to see me grabbing them out of theirs. So just wanted to give it an opening. So the next time you see me, we'll have pigs in the back. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, kids. So we are currently in a KFC parking lot. Operation Bacon Seeds went well. These are all our new guys. We have 3 gilts and 2 barrows. One of them's a little bit, one of the barrows is a little runty, but he'll end up doing all right. So we're stopping to grab some lunch because this is the closest I've been to a KFC in a year. So benefits of venturing out of the woods. But wanted to get a video of these guys out. And next time you see them, we'll be tossing them in the pen. So see you guys in a little bit. All right, kids. Well, we are home finally. So these guys are doing all right. They're a little bit car sick from the ride home. So now comes the super fun task of getting them out of here and into the boar pen. I decided to put them in there instead of the starter corral on the big pasture, mostly because I don't have a shelter set up in there yet. I don't have the way to get water over there yet, and mostly because I built the boar pen. It's the most secure pen we have. It's got the tightest electric, and it's just a good space for them. So they'll be able to be in there for about a month or so, really get an understanding of the electric fence and have a little time to grow out a little bit. That way I'm not just tossing a couple week old piglets onto 3.5 acres, about 3 acres. You could, it's fine, but this way we'll get a little training in them, get them used to me, get them used to the schedule. So that way when they're on the big pasture, I don't have to work as hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get you guys set up about at the midway point between here and the new pasture. We'll see me wrangle a couple in, and then kind of change camera positions. We'll see what happens, and yeah, we'll just kind of run with it, and then we'll just kind of go over what we're doing and just look at some baby pigs, because why the hell not? So we're going to go ahead and see you guys in a little bit, and let's have fun with it. joys of pigs. On the camera. There. Whew. So, piglets, they're in. Whew. So if no one has ever carried a baby piglet, the only thing I can really compare it to is probably like a shake weight, but louder. They do not want to move, and that electric line is a little too high for how small these guys are. But I already know one or two of them has already found it because I heard it. So we're just gonna kind of run it. I'm gonna pop you guys off for a minute, finish up a couple things, and we'll walk around and talk about it. So we'll see you in a second. All right, so we're back in. These guys are already running around like crazy. This is a good size area for them. Definitely bigger than they had before. They're still pretty skittish of me. I did just basically alien invasion them, pick them up and carry them, drive an hour and a half. So, but there they are. They've got, again, a bunch of move around. They have what I guess I can call a shelter. That's an old cheap hardtop that my neighbor had that works for a shelter for now. It's waterproof, so that's all that matters. We got some feed in here for them. So they are already starting to get used to that. The runt, which is the one that's in the food bowl, is pretty damn confident. He was by far the loudest one, put up the biggest stink about getting moved. And he found the food right away. So, but all these guys look absolutely fantastic. A big thing when buying piglets is, oh, Tally's back there trying to figure out what the hell's going on. She was not too pleased with the sounds coming out of these piglets. So a big thing when you're buying piglets is to get them from a reputable place. I know, at least up my way, every year somebody who has a pig in a pen breeds it, and they end up with some type of cross that God knows what's in it, God knows what they're feeding it, God knows what it has. And I have bought them. It's a buyer beware situation, and it sometimes sucks, sometimes it works out. These guys I get from a very reputable farm. I got their information from somebody who I respect, who understands what's going on. And so this is the second year I've worked with them. Laura, the farmer, is actually going to be coming on Meet the Critters next Saturday. So we'll get some more insight on that. But it's the biggest thing is to, if you are going to be continually raising pigs, make sure that you have a reputable source to get your piglets off of. that have the breed they want, the breed you want, the body makeup that you want, and just the temperament. These pigs are fantastic. Tally, I got from her last year. You could basically lay on her back. She is a sweetheart. And again, I've had these guys for a total of 2 hours now. So I have 100% confidence that these guys will be fantastic pigs. But yeah, they look fantastic. We got 2 barrows and 3 gilts out of this batch. Again, that little runt in the front, he's one of the barrows, but I've got confidence. He'll do well. But yeah, no, it's an exciting time. It's always fun bringing babies home. I think these guys are going to do great in here for a little while. Like I said, they have a little shelter over there. I brought one of the last bales of hay we had from last year's crop out, and they're just going to be out here exploring everything. At this point, I just kind of free feed. I give them a decent amount and they can figure out what they want, what they don't want for now. Once they start getting a little bit bigger and start really packing on some weight, we'll start rationing some food. At the moment, we have 2 water sources. I'm not too worried about getting them on the nipple waters at the moment. They'll figure that out as time goes on. I will probably still come out in a little bit, and a little trick I do is when you're training these guys, so I always put the nipples on the barrel at piglet height. So that way, worst case scenario, once they get to that size, you put it on some cinder blocks, it's up a little higher, they don't have to worry about it. You essentially want it at like snout height. You don't want them really craning their neck up and down too much. You want it right at that level. But what I do with the nipples is I take peanut butter. I'll take some peanut butter, I'll put it in their food bowl, so that way they're like, oh, what the hell is this? This is delicious. Then you take it and you put it on the nipples. And what that does is it entices them to start eating it and moving this stuff around. And as soon as they do, water comes out. So slowly they'll figure out, oh, if I do this, I get water. But for the moment, because I know they weren't on nipples at their last farm, we just got a big thing of water going here for them. They will figure that out. I have full confidence in that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead, grab that peanut butter inside, and we will get this set up just to show you guys. I'm sure you can figure it out just from that description, but again, I have a YouTube channel, so I might as well do it. So we'll see you guys in a second. All right, so we are on our way back to the piglets, but I did just want to point out, so we removed Tally out of this pasture she's been in for basically all winter, mostly to dry it out. Well, unfortunately, we've had nothing but rain for like a month. So as you can see, it's still a mud pit. But as you can also see, we do have some green coming back, which is nice because there wasn't a lot of green in this paddock before. But what's funny is, let's see, where's the biggest patch of them? We've got a ton of pumpkins coming in, which when last year we did have a garden and we had a ton of extra pumpkins. So we just tossed them to the pigs. And for those who don't know, a lot of people say that pumpkins are a natural dewormer. So we gave a bunch of pumpkins to the pigs. And even if they're not a dewormer, it's free food and I love them. So I brought a bunch of peanut butter back in. And for those of you sickos who are gonna be in the comments, this peanut butter is for business, not pleasure. So get your mind out of the gutter. So what we're gonna do, toss a bunch in here. So that way they get a taste for it. And try to figure out, where the hell can I get more of this? Pigs are smart. Pigs are very, very smart. Which is why it's beneficial to have an area set up like this that you can do some training in. Because once you train them, they're pretty bulletproof. So, we got a little bit left here on the spoon. We'll even those out and just come over here and just cover that. Get a little more peanut butter out of there. And we are all set. I'll show you how much this peanut butter works. Tally, you want some peanut butter? Oh yes, peanut butter. It's so yummy. I also don't suggest straddling the electric line like this, because that is how mistakes happen. So, at that point, we're pretty much set. And we're just gonna kind of let these guys hang out. We do have some rain coming in, but I'm gonna try and hang out here for a little bit with them, see how they do. Just kind of sit off in the corner, try not to scare them a little bit, and we'll get a little B-roll footage. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. As you can see, crushing the peanut butter already. So like I said, they'll get a hold of that. They'll figure out it's delicious. And they got a bunch more right over there. So, and again, peanut butter is another one of those things. It's a good, if you got to medicate them, if you got to do something with them, it's a good enticement for them. So, there they go. They're crushing it. Again, it's funny to see, it's adorable to see them this small. Get that peanut butter mouth. It's so funny to see them this small, knowing that in a year or so, they're gonna be that. Tally is a little over a year. Again, we got them from the same farm. These guys might actually be from the same mother. I'm not sure, I forgot to ask. I will be sure to ask that on next Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday's episode of Meet the Critters when Laura from Kenyon Acres is on. Coming up on this Saturday, we have another In the Backwoods episode. We've got Joshua Renegade Butcher coming on, and we have Joe Blakesley from Blakesley Acres coming on. And we're not really worried about the episode going off the rails, because more than likely it's going to be off the rails from the very beginning. So it's going to be a fun one. I don't know if we're going to have any topics or segments. We might. If you want to hear us talk about something and really not be helpful about much at all, go ahead and comment on this video. Please like this video as well, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We got some fun stuff, and this podcast I'm talking about that will be live at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Saturday will be on this as well. So as soon as you subscribe, this will pop up right on your YouTube feed. But like I said, we're going to have a fun episode. It's always fun having those guys on, and we're not going to be constructive at all this one. We've had some really good episodes as of late. Brian from last week was fantastic, but we're just going to have some fun with this one. We're just going to talk shop, talk about butchering, talk about farming, talk about all the fun that goes with it, and just have a great time. So please definitely tune in for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll probably end it with a little more piglet B-roll, and we will see you guys later in the week. I think I am going to be doing a knife maintenance video towards the end of the week, so stay tuned to that. So until next time, you guys have a great day.